Flash and the Butterfly by Jill Atkins and Sue Eastland. Flash and Flick lived in a big field. They had lots of grass to eat. They could run around and play. One day, Flash trotted over to Flick. "Come and play," he said. "Don't go too far," said his mom. "You might get lost." "We will be careful," said Flash, and he galloped away across the field. "Wait for me," called Flick. She chased after him. Flick and Flash stopped to eat some fresh, green grass. A butterfly flew by. It fluttered from flower to flower. "Oh, look! Isn't it beautiful?" said Flick. Just then, the butterfly flew away. "Let's follow it," said Flash. "But we might get lost," said Flick, looking back at her mother. But Flash went on running. Away he went, after the butterfly. Flash came to a hedge. He had to stop, but the butterfly didn't. "Wait for me," Flash said to the butterfly. But the butterfly flew on over the hedge, into a lane. Flash pushed through the hedge. The butterfly flew along the lane. Flash trotted along behind it. The butterfly flew into the wood and Flash followed. He watched the butterfly fly in and out of the trees. But suddenly it disappeared. "Where are you, butterfly?" he called. Flash looked all around but he couldn't see the butterfly. And he didn't know where he was. The trees all looked the same. "I think I'll go this way," he said. Then he stopped and looked behind him. "No, I'll go that way," he said. He stopped again. "Oh no!" Flash was lost. Flash trotted for a long time. It started to get dark. He saw two bright eyes in the darkness. He heard a hoot in the trees. Flash was scared. "I want to go home," said Flash, starting to cry. He curled up on some soft moss and cried himself to sleep. "What is a horse doing out here in the wood?" said a voice. Flash woke up with a jump. A rabbit was looking at him. "I was chasing a butterfly and I got lost," said Flash. "Can you help me get home to my mom?" But the rabbit shook his head. "I'd like to help you, but I don't know where your mom is," he said. A squirrel came down from a tree to talk to Flash. "Can you help me get home?" said Flash. The squirrel shook her head. "I can't help you." "I don't know where you live," she said. "Maybe the owl knows." The owl flew down to talk to Flash. "I ran a long way away from my field," said Flash. "And now I am lost. Can you help me find my way back home?" "I will go and fly across the fields," said the owl. "I may be able to see your mom." Soon, the owl came back. "There are horses in the big field," he called. "I can take you there. Follow me." They came to the hedge and Flash pushed his way through. "Thank you," he said to the rabbit, the squirrel, and the owl. "Look, there's my mom." He galloped across the field. Mom was glad to see Flash, but she was cross, too. "Where have you been?" she asked. "I'm sorry, Mom," said Flash. "I followed a butterfly. It disappeared and I got lost." "Don't ever do something so silly again," said Mom. "No, Mom," replied Flash. "I won't." He trotted over to play with Flick. "Were you scared?" she asked. "Yes, I was a bit," said Flash. "I didn't find the butterfly, but I did find some new friends."